You must be happy with well, you tell me, how happy are you with your summer work, your first summer transfer window? You brought 11 in. What are your thoughts?
I'm really pleased. I think everybody's worked hard behind the scenes to get it done. I think we recruited as well as what we can within what we've got. So I'm really pleased with the personnel we brought in to add with the quality we already got.
How important was it to get Hayden Lindley in yesterday?
Yeah, I just felt as though we needed to get in that holding defensive midfield player in the building, just to give us that extra competition for places and security for what we need. So pleased to bring Hayden in to add to the competition we got. But like all of our loans, we have to be a little bit patient at times with them because they're at the development stage of their career. But we'll do everything we can to help Hayden progress.
I mean, you did a lot of your business early. You thought that was important to do. Was 11 on your hit list when you went into this?
Yeah, probably said 9. And then with regards to when Oz got injured, that changed it a little bit for us to bring Thierry in. and then the board and the chairman were really helpful in us getting one more in just to supplement us a little bit more, to add to that extra strength that I felt, or we felt, we needed.
So how would you sum up your squad now then, with going into a meaty part of the season now?
Competitive. I'd say it's very competitive. Yeah, I think we got a competitive squad, and a real good balance to it in all areas of the pitch. And got told yesterday I've got a couple of Swiss Army knives in my armory, which is good, where a few lads can play in different positions. So yeah, I'm pleased with what we've got, and thank you to the chairman, the board, and Darren for getting the deals across the line for us.
As you say, Swiss Army knives type of player, is that key, particularly at League Two level, would you say, where finances are tight, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so, but I think I got told by my chairman it's how you spend it. So it's a case of that we spend it wisely, we spend it like it's our own. So with the players that we recruit, it helps when they can play a few positions, because you even look at Nathan Mariah-Welsh. When he's played for Bournemouth in teams, he's played at right back. When he's played for Bournemouth in the FA Cup against Boreham Wood and in other games, he's played at right back. So he's got that versatility, as well as playing as a 6, an 8, a 10, and a wing back or a right back. So I think when you're a footballer, you can play in lots of positions. A good footballer, you can play in lots of positions, and that's what I believe we got. We got an all-round competitive edge. But like I said to you, the proof will be in the pudding when we get to the end of the season.
Yeah, but you're going well at the moment. 4 wins on the bounce. And Omar Bogle hitting his straps.
Yeah, look at it. So we've had 9 games already, and it's nearly a fifth of the season done already, and we've only got through the month of August. So in that, like you said, we've had 4 wins on the spin, but we've had 5 wins from 9, 1 draw and 3 losses, which is pleasing return for what we're doing. We're still not the finished article yet. And with regards to Omar, yeah, pleased with Omar. Omar's job now is to continue to be consistent, and that's my job, our job, to keep doing that with him. Yeah,
because he's become an important focal point for that attack, hasn't he? Not just his goals.
Yeah, no, I agree, and he's got that experience. He's got this inner drive and belief in himself at the minute that I've never seen from him. So we've got to keep getting that out of him on a daily and weekly basis.
And of course, he comes up against his former club tomorrow, or one of them.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's just an inner motivation for himself. He won't think of it too much, I'm sure. We just focus on the team like we always do. It's like Omar. I'll be the first to say it's not just about Omar Bogle. It's about the 23-man squad that we now got.
Have you got any injuries or health worries at all?
Yeah, so we got Oz still out, which he's progressing well with regards to his rehab. Really pleased with what the team are doing with him. Obviously, Adam Lewis came off against Exeter. He rolled his ankle between the grass and the 3G connecting bit at their stadium. So he's going to be 7 to 10 days. And then Aaron Wildig's got a slight groin issue. picking up after the game. So I doubt he's going to be available for the weekend. We got to get him scanned to see where we're at with that. So they're the ones we got at the minute. Everybody else is fully available.
And what are you hoping tomorrow? I mean, you'd love an atmosphere like you had for the last home game.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we can get a packed Rodney Parade, and they can make a really good atmosphere for us. And that's what they always do. Our fans, they always do that, and we really appreciate their support. And it helps us consistently. So hopefully they can do that for us tomorrow.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks, James.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you.
Morning, James.
Morning, Chris. You all right?
Yeah, all good. All good. 11 in, but keeping Cam. How pleased are you with that?
Yeah, pleased that we kept all of our players.
Yeah.
I think that was a key thing. When I came in, there was players under contract, players not under contract, and I think it's important that we honour it and we try and keep developing players. But pleased to keep Cam, pleased to keep everybody, pleased to bring in what we've got. It's just been an all-round good and steady, and for me, a well-planned and well thought out window. And then thankfully we can move on from it, and then we can just concentrate on the forthcoming months of the season.
Because was there any further interest after he was at the end of last season? Obviously there was interest in Cameron, but
no, not that I'm aware of. No,
because he's clearly important to your style of play. How do you like it? What do you like about him down the right? You still there?
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah. So
Sorry.
what with regards to Cameron, everybody's important to me. So whether it's number 1 in the squad or number 23 in the squad, but if I just talk about Cameron, what his attributes are, he brings that physical aspect to us as a modern day wing back or fullback, if you like, and he's got the versatility to play at centre half. So I think that's important. I think for me is what Cam can do is play in 3 different positions: right wing back, right back, or right sided centre half. I think that's important for us. So he gives us that. He gives us an inner drive for himself that he wants to be really successful. Same with all the players. But Cameron's had a really good upbringing from where he was in the Norwich youth teams, being with the Murphy brothers, winning the FA Youth Cup. They've had a really good upbringing, and he's important to us just like every other player.
You've got the transfer window done. When do you start talking contracts with the squad members?
Yeah. I might give myself a couple of weeks, a little breather on that, just to concentrate on the team. But with regards to that, yeah, we'll start looking at the January window from next week. That's what we'll start doing. We'll start planning for that and what we may or may not need to do with different certain situations.
Obviously, you things change in football. You were looking at a 10. That sort of shifted. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, once we brought Thierry in, we had that how to describe it, that dribbler in the team, that player who's got the ability to run at players in a 1v1 situation, which is what we wanted from our 10. But we've evolved our way a little bit, our way of play. So we might not always need the dribbler between lines. We might need the dribbler outside of the lines, if that makes sense, in wide areas. So Thierry gives us that. You look at what James Waite's doing. James, I think, has stepped up tremendously in the last couple of weeks. I think James has been fantastic. And that's credit to him with the work that he's done and how he's gone about his work. And I think most people would say that. I think you see his ability to play between lines, his ability to play that threaded passes like he did at Harrogate. I know Omar's one, the one that's an own goal, really. Oh, he's threaded that through for Omar, and he's threaded the pass through for Thierry. And then you look at his shift and shots against Exeter when he's come on, he just shows that quality. And then you've got the experience with Aaron Wildig, and then Nathan can do a little bit of everything, really. I see if Nathan can play in the 3 different midfield roles. He can play the 4, he can play the 8, or he can play the 10. He's like a 22. So that's how I see Nathan. So it's we've got a real good all-round approach in there.
Also, you advertising for a first team coach, is that in addition to
no, I've seen that. That's not us. I think that's Newport City.
Oh, is it? Oh, there we are.
County. So I had a message off somebody I know from America, said, "You advertising for a first team coach?" I went, "No, I think Jared will start panicking if I start doing that. So I'll make that clear now.
I see. Either that, or you just want to rock back with a cigar on the side and let someone else take over.
I'm not bringing anybody in now.
Well, nips that in the bud. Grimsby, I was looking at their League Two games. They've scored on 72, 82, 88, and 90. So what does that say about them?
They're a bit like us. They're a bit resilient. So they come from behind, like we have, and so it's similar to us where I don't believe we've led any games yet apart from the Harrogate game. So you look at that where we come from behind in most of our games. So it's something that we have to be mindful of in that it'll go to 95, 96, 97 minutes. So we need to be aware of that, and we need to make sure we're fully concentrated on what we need to do.
There's Wrexham, I tell you, it's never done against them either. Even 2-0, I'd imagine you'll still be, ideally you'll be 2-0 up, but you'll be on to the players.
Yeah, I hope so, but I won't. I never count my chickens before they hatch.
Yeah.
I've learned that over the years, is that we go, literally we stay in the moment, it's minute to minute, but we'll have a continuous focus on what we're trying to do. And we've seen that in the later stages of the games that we played in of late. So we've got to continue to do that.
All good. I'll let others have a crack. Good stuff. Cheers. See you tomorrow.
Cheers. Thanks, mate.
Morning, James.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay, thanks. As we said just then, no number 10 in the window. Is that a potential error for January?
Maybe we just see how it works and how we operate. I'm more than comfortable with what we've got in the building now. We put a squad together that we feel is more than capable to compete. It's our job then to keep them fit.
On Tuesday in the Papa John's, we've seen you go very strong compared to what we've seen in previous years. Do you see the Papa John's as a good chance for silverware this season for Newport?
Yeah, for sure. I think every competition has it because it adds value to what we do. And I think when we've got a squad as strong as we got, we need to make sure everybody's playing and everybody's competing for places. And I don't see it as a competition that others may see it as. I see it as a really strong competition for us to show what we're about and what we can do. So every game we take seriously. That's without a shadow of a doubt.
4 wins on the bounce now in a week and a half. How much momentum is with your side at the moment?
Yeah, I try not to think about the 4 wins. It got said to me yesterday and I got called boring for it, but I don't care. I'm not thinking about the 4 wins now. I'm thinking about Grimsby and what we need to do. And we need to keep having the same messages that we've been delivering for the last 9 games. And we need to focus on that. So for me, nothing's changed with regards to what we've done from the first game of the season to last. We have to continue what we're doing with the same messages, same way of play, and the same process we follow to keep getting the results that we feel as though we deserve.
Thank you, James.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.